Again, there is a new research paper done by Anthropic regarding how universities are using AI, specifically university students. So, and it was a good research paper. I will again link you down the description, the link of research paper, what they have posted, and you can also go check their accounts. Like they do post a really good kind of research papers. Especially last week we talk about how reasoning C, chain of thought, COT, uh, and its research done regarding how it is not, how we are not seeing the thoughts regarding what AI is going through and giving us the answers. But this week they have posted again another research paper regarding how students are using in, especially in university, the AI, especially their Claudia, because they can get data from their own AI models. um, and it is interesting to see. So with 1 million kind of an 1 million students data they have collected with and they collect the reason, they gain the access of data because of their policies, because students, when students uses the email address of like educational address, let's, you can say edu email educational address, they get the data of first 18 days. I can think like there is in depth also regarding how they took the data of so many students regarding in search of uh, let's say whatever like prompts they are using, they know the data, but not all. Like it's kind of an first 18-day research, I think, depending upon their policy. We are not going in depth in right now, but they took 1 million students data regarding how they use it. Major use of AI is in their degree of computer science, which is not surprising to me, because a lot of computer science students use AI for mostly coding and getting answers, getting code regarding certain questions they will face it. Then compared to that, in terms of businesses degrees like MBA, then there is health and humanities students with lower adaptation. So basically, bachelor medical medical, let's say health and humanities, and students who are in business MBA, they don't usually are lot less, are not early adopters of AI, and they definitely not are using as much as compared to CS computer students, which is 36.8%, which is a lot. It's not just one main major degree, but it is a subset like computer science degree in engineering. So it was not shocking, but you can see the adaptation scale of how students are using mostly. Then mostly the questions are regarding and direct problem solving and output creation. So basically what that means is like they do like the questions, the prompts it is asked, the students are asking are regarding direct answers regarding some certain questions and collaborative answers. Basically collaborative answers means is like having a general, you can say a conversation with AI and get to a certain point of getting those kind of answers that they want. It's kind of a brainstorming. So those kind of both mostly are being used. Then mostly like learning something new, analyze like the points they have given in the research paper that I have written notes down here right now. It is an in-depth research paper, it is really good, I read it all. We are not gonna get into full depth up regarding it. Like they have even told how they got all of the research data with the help of Silo, how they got the specific data of students prompts, and how even the show the charts regarding it. If you want me to go in depth regarding it, I will eventually go in depth in future, but if you want it, do let me down in the comment section. But yeah, so they do a lot of research in that. Like how, like they told even in the research paper how they got the data, which is actually good even now. um, Couple of concerning in the sense, like couple of conclusions they came, which is questionable basically, which is more research needs to be done, because it is just Claudia model they have given, that is Sonnet. They don't know how students are using other AI models for it, basically AI. But we can definitely see the pattern comparing from this to you know like OpenAI is there, Gemini is there, Perplexity is there, Perplexity, that name is hard, but yeah, that is there. Meta's Llama model is there, you know. So there are a lot of AI models out there. So just even comparing this, there is even a question of regarding like students cheating with the help of AI, and they said it is definitely can happen because there are a lot of direct answers, output creation kind of an answers, questions that has been asked to the AI, and which is definitely can be speculated that students are directly asking the questions that they have given to them and just getting answers from the AI for that. So they can cheat with it. Then another concerning thing of AI is the thinking power of students. A lot of the questions, a lot of the homework, let's say a lot of things in the university specifically, are about getting your thinking skills ready for the future working conditions in the companies. Because in companies, while building products, let's say in computer science, it is not about just like you will have question, you have to solve it. It is kind of a thinking. You have to think about it, you know how to solve it, and then you have to imply it. That is what I'm calling it thinking right now. So we also don't know how it is going to affect the ability in terms of thinking. uh, as a student, they are giving answers, they are doing their homework, let's say, like with the help of AI, and just getting rid of it, you know with easier way. But are they even getting things done? Like before, it was researching books, going onto the internet, getting those similar examples of those questions they had given in the homework or even in the exam, and then researching it and then getting the answers. But right now, it is with the help of AI, it's so simple that they thinking ability of how, like, is it going to get decreased because they are not thinking and not collaborating with, brainstorming with even themselves only. We are not even talking in terms of team, like uh, the ability to think over a question and how I can solve this rather than just googling, or let's say Google, like even let's say AI, because there is a vast difference between googling things and researching the papers and finding similar questions and implementing into your own question and finding those answers, and now with the help of AI just getting those answers right into your head. So it is kind of a dilemma there, like people used to say back in those days, like, don't Google everything, do your own research, do your own thinking. Parents, teachers used to scold anyway. Or like back in those days when I was just googling, doing my research regarding answers that I want and how I can do better in that. That is how I got help with it, because that is how I used Google for myself, to not just save my time but to get better results. But no one just does what I'm doing. There will be a lot of students who will be doing just straight up copy pasting from others, copy pasting from Google, you know and it is not an ideal, because the thinking ability of yourself, which can get affected because of this, and it is can be same. And this is can be said same thing about AI right now. Is like some students will use it to brainstorm heavily their ideas, heavily their concepts they want to understand, which is so beneficial for them right now, because a lot of universities, so much bigger concepts that are not well taught in the universities can be taught well in with the help of AI. But now there will be also students who will just straight off ask answers regarding certain things, and they just need answers, not anything kind of an explanation, and they will not think over it. So it is kind of an, again, the same dilemma we are living in, that we are having 10-15 years ago. with the same questioning things, where whether students even used Google or even certain sites to get the help from. So again, it is a question forward to other people what they think about it. I will say, for me, I will say again, it is a great tool. There will be always a misuse and overused, and I will say, let's say, mostly misuse. Always will be there misuse or good use of any kind of tool we will have. We just need to know how you can control and tone it deaf, rather than just like not talking about it. We need to talk about it in general. Teachers need to talk about themselves, like how good they can implicate this AI, and where are the limits of where they don't want AI in terms of paper, in terms of, let's say, whatever they give students. And students need to understand what where are their limits. They don't want, like, nobody wants their thinking power to go low because of some, and they don't want to be lazy. Like if you're lazy, like you are not surviving, not just in companies but in real life too. So this is kind of in questions that were raised in the conclusion of this research paper too. I will go in depth in couple of podcasts, next podcast, let's say, because a lot of things are happening. I promised a lot of things, but the things is every week, like this week was going to be a lot of update and a lot of research talk about the AI and a lot of stuff. But the tariff situation came in, and now we are talking about that. But yeah, this research paper is interesting. I will again link down the I will again give the link of that research paper in the description. Let's talk about